Lisa. We're back. Hello. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited that you're here. Okay, so New Year, New You is a buzzword you're going to be hearing a lot. It is the holiday season and 2024 is rolling up. This vision of who you wish to be is in the back of not only your mind, but everybody else's mind. Everybody wants to know what your resolutions are and what you're working on, because I secretly think they wish to steal them. As the clock strikes midnight on December 31st, the world collectively engages in a ritual of bidding farewell to the old and welcoming in the new. New Year's Day is thought to be a blank canvas, right? A day where you are supposed to dissolve anything naughty or bad that you've done, and you're just supposed to wake up and not do it anymore. Does this sound like a scam to anybody but me? Also, if you celebrate with alcohol, you wake up on the first incredibly yucky. You do not feel like doing anything quality for yourself. But marketing wise, it's this huge holiday where you are nearly force-fed the concept of, if you're not getting drunk with friends at a very expensive ticket or house party, you're a loser. Let me tell you, you're not a loser by not doing that. I have not been out on New Year's Eve in a few years. I probably have been out twice in the last 10 years on New Year's Eve. I do enjoy celebrating on the 30th, going to a nice dinner, celebrating with a small group. The crowds are less, the lines are less, the stress is less, the prices are less. I think they call it Eve of the Eve. I actually don't even make it to staying awake until midnight anyways on New Year's Eve. That's, personal choice. There's no pressure either way, but just know that I believe every day is New Year's Day. I believe every morning when you wake up and you open your eyes, you have the opportunity to completely revolutionize how you think, how you eat, how you process, what your choices are. Even in the moment at 5 p.m. after work, you have choices that redirect old patterns and beliefs about yourself. If you're looking to cut down on drinking and Thursday at 5:30, you're finishing up with your computer, meet up with friends, and you've really been wanting to cut back, you have the potential and opportunity to make that shift today. It doesn't have to be New Year's Day. You don't have to wait until that day on a calendar, which if you follow other theories, the new year actually starts in like March or April, when things are budding and blooming and healthy, and it's perceived that they intentionally made it in January when it's cold and dark and depressing, because they wanted us to sit at home with this New Year's and think sadly about ourselves. Conspiracy theory maybe, but makes sense, definitely. New Year's Day resolutions have an insanely high failure rate. Just like anything in life, chunking things down into smaller buckets of success is better. To wake up tomorrow, New Year's Day, and say, I'm gonna lose 30 pounds in the next 3 months. How about we start with, I'm gonna lose 2 pounds in the next few weeks? Like, let's not overwhelm ourselves to the point of, why am I even gonna start? Or how am I even gonna start? It is absolutely important to reflect. So I love that New Year's has the intention of a fresh start. I love that for you. I love that for me. I love that for humanity. I like that we are reflecting. You do want to celebrate your triumphs. You want to reassess your challenges, and you want to reconsider what you could do to be a better human, of course. My first tip is, I'd like you to set measurable goals, just like what I was saying with the weight loss. I wouldn't start with 30. I would maybe say by the end of the year, I wish to lose 30. Within the first quarter, I wish to lose 5 or 10, right? And then work that down to, in January, I lose 2 pounds. And this is how I'm going to do that, right? You need to provide yourself with the data of how you're going to get to this goal. Maybe that means cutting out sugar. Maybe that means no potato chips while you eat mindlessly in front of the TV. Maybe that means finding a new job. Maybe that means finally trying to be in a relationship since you've been an avoidant. I'm pointing at myself with this one. So setting goals with yourself is obviously number one, but not just random blanket goals. Reachable, attainable, measurable. Put some accountability in there. Work it backwards. Write out the whole map, right? Get your journal, write out the bottom, what your 3 top 5 that you wish, and then do the backwards, work it through, work it back. The second thing that I'd love for you to do is to make a vision board. Definitely going to be making a vision board video in the future. I'm going to show you what I actually do. I highly suggest that you use one. Mine is hanging. It used to be in the kitchen by my pantry. Now it's next to my TV. It's a little harder to see next to the TV, so I may move it back to the kitchen. But think about how many times you go in your kitchen, right? Put it in a place that you go often. Put it in a place that you see often. Heck, put it in your bathroom. Wherever you are going a lot, hang it there. Because without looking at it, how is it a vision board? I love that people have one on their phone and their Pinterest. How often are you going in there to look at it though? You really want to have the vision at the forefront. You want to be reconnecting your eyes to those photos to remind yourself of the vision of that which you wish to pull towards yourself. A third aspect of what I would suggest for your New Year's New You planning, it's related back to number one, celebrate the triumphs. When you check one of these items off your list, have an item of reward written out for yourself. Have a goal or a plan of what you're going to provide yourself once you attain this goal. I know personally, if there is an incentive for me to do something, even though I want to do the thing, the incentive is going to make me do the thing more, right? Like, yes, I could get a new goal accomplished at work, but if my work is going to reward me with a gift card for doing that, as silly as it might sound, I'm going to do it more eagerly because I have that reward system. So create a reward system with yourself. Obviously, if you're trying to lose weight, do not reward yourself with eating cake. Obviously, if you're wishing to save money, don't reward yourself with like a very high-end luxury bag. But, you know, scalable things like planning a get-together with your friends, booking a trip, you know, maybe a small bonus one, or even a staycation, something that lights you up. What lights me up is very woo-woo, so it's highly likely that my things are not in alignment, right? I don't drink, I really don't eat sugar, I don't eat gluten. For me, luxury handbags are my caviar, as well as caviar. You know, I got bougie taste, but I eat budget for the most part 90 days of the year. So I offset my desires and wishes with being consciously aware of my choices in the rest of the year. So sure, I may want to go to a restaurant and have cake on my birthday. I'm not going to have cake for 3 or 4 days in a row. I'm going to have it on that day. Bethany Frankel, I think I'm quoting her Skinny Bitch book, where it's a bank account. If you have 1,200 calories for the day and for breakfast you eat a donut, you're pretty much screwed for calories for the rest of the day. So take that into consideration when you order that coffee with a donut. Save up for half a donut at the end of the week and eat really clean the other 6 days, 3 meals a day. But I do wish for you to reward yourself and celebrate you. You know, you have this one time in this one body, this one vessel. Life should be enjoyable. Maybe you like to play video games. Maybe you like to stay in bed all day on a Sunday. I'd love to do a follow-up video with you on what specifically I'm going to write out for myself and manifest. Let me know in the comments below if you wish to see that. I think it'd be really enjoyable to kind of hold myself accountable for being really specific so that I can showcase for you what I've had success with in the past. Again, I'm not a huge fan of New Year's Day, but I am a huge fan of writing goals, and I haven't written them in a few months. So sounds like divine timing at work here. Sounds like a great thing for me to work on. So a few resolution ideas. Something that's really fun that I've done in years past is a gratitude jar. And when something happens to me that's lovely, write on a post-it note the encounter and put it in a jar or a box. And then at the end of the year, let me tell you, you read those things, you will be crying. You will be in such gratitude. Because I do it daily, I don't do the jar or the box anymore, but that did kind of inspire me to fall into gratitude, which is how I ended up getting the 5-minute journal. Cooking, right? Maybe make a commitment to yourself to cook one meal each week. I did also make that commitment to myself recently. I wish to see cooking for myself as a pleasure, as a reward, as something that I'm so lucky and thankful to get to do, right? Like, I get to choose whatever I eat every meal, so why not celebrate that? Read more books, maybe join a book club. I'm a part of a book club. A lot of times they pick books I don't like, so I don't read the book, but I still go to the book club and listen and interact and sometimes add context to the conversation even though I haven't read the book. There's another book club that I'm in where I actually got to recommend the book, so that was really exciting. Or start your own book club with friends and or family member, even just 1 or 2 people. I think it's really great to have someone to bounce ideas off and reflect. I think when you digest information via reading, it's very helpful to remember it when you write about it or speak about it. Having a healthier sleep routine, ding, 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 this is a really good one. Setting a timer in your phone every day of when to start winding down, holding yourself accountable to that. I suggest minimum 1 hour without a phone before going to sleep. I think it really helps calm the mind and provide a better quality sleep. Just like I was saying with book club, join a club, maybe a health club, maybe a mom's club, maybe a knitting club, maybe a painting club. Quit smoking. Who smokes right now these days? I don't know, like 2023, y'all, it's really bad. Prioritize health screening, getting into plant life, making a commitment to take the stairs instead of the elevator or escalator. I do it at O'Hare. I don't have a carry-on and I just have a handbag. I do not take the escalator. I make myself take the stairs. Plan a vacation. There are many of you that don't set self-care time aside for yourself to plan a vacation. I have gotten myself in the routine of taking time for myself post-COVID to take vacations. Maybe you haven't taken yourself or your family or you and your husband or partner or whatever it is on a vacation in a while, and you really feel like you need that rest and recovery, even if it's, you know, in a state next door and it's not that far. If you book it far enough in advance, the pricing, you know, there's really great deals on travel in all different seasons of the year in different cities, and just get away. I feel like even just going to a new neighborhood, doesn't have to be Mexico or somewhere like flashy like Miami, New York. Even just going to, you know, South Carolina and doing some chill downtime for 2 to 3 days in a bed and breakfast, just going for walks with your partner or by yourself will be incredibly healing. I think getting out of your routine is really helpful for you to pay attention to the things that are happening that you want to change. This is a good one. Make time for cuddling, right? Hug people more. Obviously, ask them before you hug them. I'm a big hugger. I will go up to people that, you know, provided a smile on my face that I don't even know, and I will say, do you mind if I hug you? And let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, those people come running for that hug. Make time to cuddle and hug more. Drinking water. This is a big one I highly recommend. I fill this bad boy a few times a day, and I don't really drink anything but water. I drink matcha every day, tea, but I don't drink soda. I don't drink things in cans. Start a new career, volunteer more, get in a body positive mindset, listen to audiobooks while you work out. 2 things at once. Stop procrastinating on a tough decision. Set alone time with your kids, you know, to play or be silly, if not for the bonding of them, but also for that child that's within you that would love to color or do a puzzle. Don't act like you don't secretly want to play with toys. Maybe print out some family photos and put up some new artwork, right? Reminisce of those beautiful memories that you had with those loved ones that may not be around anymore. Upcycle your wardrobe. I promise you, clearing out most of your closet, although daunting and also very kind of yucky feeling because you feel like you've wasted money by getting rid of clothes that you barely wore. Sis, you already wasted the money when you bought the item. Letting it hang in your closet isn't getting any value. Let it go. Let it go. You know, like if it doesn't light you up and make you excited, say sayonara, that dress that doesn't fit and the zipper is broke and there's a stain on it, right? There's no happiness coming out of you looking at it in the closet feeling like you wasted money. Explore new hobbies, get a new look, cut your hair. I would love for you to pick five things, maybe 2 or 3 bigger ones, 2 little baby smaller ones. I wish that for you. So friends, I'm going to make my 2024 goals with you. Look forward for that video. As always, thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or video ideas, pop them in the comments below. I would love for you to subscribe, like, share this video with a friend or family that you think might enjoy it. And as always, thank you for listening with light and love. See you soon. Bye.